what up, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. A question I get a lot, man, is yo, I can't lose these last 10 pounds. The reason the last 10 pounds are the most difficult is because, so here's the thing. I have a video on my page of a guy who lost 100 pounds quick. And I have another video of a guy who lost 70 pounds in like 70 days. He was losing over a pound a day. The reason they could do that because they were obese. So what I mean is the more fat you have, the faster you lose it. But once you start getting lean, the leaner you get, it kind of slows down, and it's just more difficult to lose it the less you have. One of the reasons is because the human body likes to stay in a state of homeostasis, so it doesn't like to change. And as far as human evolution is concerned, we have fat for a reason. Like, your body wants to keep a certain amount of fat because, all right, this is why we store fat. I'll give you a quick history lesson. Back before refrigerators and ice boxes were invented, or let's just take it even way back. Let's take it like back to the tribal times. You know, if me and my boys got out the huts and went and killed the woolly mammoth and brought it back to the tribe, right? They were like, oh shit, we're gonna feast. It would be a feast. We would eat that whole fucking mammoth that day. Everybody would get so full, and then because you couldn't store it for later, you can't just, oh, I'm full. Let me get this to go. You put this in the fridge. It didn't work like that. So when you had to eat it all, you would store it for later though as fat, because mammoth killing was probably difficult for prehistoric man. So humans would go through prolonged periods of famine, and you really never knew where you were going to eat. It wasn't like it's only recent when humans could eat whenever they wanted to. Before then, you had to either grow it or kill it. So we would go through long times of famine. It would be feast and famine. So you would eat as much as you can when you could eat, and then store the rest as fat deliberately, and then your body would use that fat as energy during times of caloric scarcity. Because we've been living like that longer than we've been able to eat whenever we want, the human body knows that it feels like, hey man, it needs to keep this fucking fat. At least some of it, because I don't know when the next famine is coming around. The next famine is obviously coming around the corner, right? Because it's only recently you can eat whenever you wanted to. It's kind of a new thing as far as like human history is concerned. Like, eating whenever you want to is kind of a new thing. You know, a few hundred years ago, if you show somebody a refrigerator full of food, they would have thought you were a fucking witch and burned you at the stake. So your body wants to keep a little bit of fat. So that's why the 10 pounds are the most difficult. Having that said, you can still get down. You can still get down a good. You're just gonna have to be a little bit more strict. There's a lot of tactics you can try. You can try thermogenic regulation. I'll talk about that in Ultimate Cuts. You can try intermittent fasting. Works pretty well for me, right? Because I don't want to get into it right now, but you basically fast for a certain period of time during the day or during the week, right? And you go some time without eating. And how that works is you give your body a reason to use its fat reserves as energy, right? Because that's what it's for. It stores it to use the energy, so give it a fucking reason, you know? And fasting helps with that. There's certain supplements you can take. I take a pre-workout called Rebellion pre-workout. You can find a link to it somewhere. And, the caffeine in that, in the amino acids and some other ingredients help me train a lot harder. So I do a lot of HIIT cardio, and that intense cardio gets you pretty lean. Like, look at any sprinter. You've never seen a sprinter talking about, man, I need to lose these last 10 pounds. They're all lean. So that's a good way. HIIT cardio is something you should try. But yeah, it's just going to be more difficult, the last 10. And, you can't do it, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Maybe turn it up a notch, All right? Hope that helps. I have more of these Q&A videos around here somewhere.